Hello from Southern Ontario, Southern Ontario, Canada, this November 14th. So Bill C11 just passed the second reading in the Senate. Let me explain a couple of things. I'll try to be brief. Bill C11 gives control of the internet in its entirety to the regime of Trudeau. Again, I'll try to be brief. What's supposed to happen in Canadian parliamentary democracy is bills are presented, argued, debated, and voted upon in the House of Commons by our elected members of Parliament. This has been negated by the supply and demand agreement, where the NDP and the Liberals have a coalition government. So anything Trudeau says is law, but it's got to go to the Senate. Now, the Senate is like, for a bunch of doddering old politicians, by and large, they should have been put out to pasture. Instead, they have this patronage. They can sit in the Senate until they turn into dust and powder away. Now, here's an example. I saw a clip the other day. I'm not sure who posted it, and I'm not too sure who the two players were, let's say. One was a doddering old U-E-W-E sitting in the Senate. The other half of the screen was like a Zoom call, I guess. And I don't know who this younger woman was. And the younger woman's going, well, look, it clearly gives the government control of the algorithms. And this old you is sitting there and she's going, well, I have it right here. It's paragraph, 23. And it doesn't say that. The younger gal's trying to explain to her, she's going, well, like the bill in its entirety, it's written vaguely and open-endedly. There's nothing written in concrete here. This is the biggest part of the problem with the bill. But point in fact is that paragraph you're looking at, it can only be interpreted as giving government control of the algorithms. And the old doddering you's going, well, I don't see that as how it says it here. This woman is trying to maintain her patience. She's like, well, look, it can't be interpreted. It cannot function any other way than that. It gives them control of the algorithms. Now, this old doddering Senate she doesn't even know what an algorithm is. Stephen Hawking may have well been trying to explain using quantum physics the difference between nuclear fusion and fission to some doughhead like me. She has no idea what an algorithm is, how the internet even works, what social media is. She doesn't have a clue. And these are the people who have now passed the second reading in the Senate. So there'll be some more debate and a third reading in the Senate. It'll pass. Then it goes back to the House of Commons, Parliament, where, once again, when the vote comes, Jagmeet lifts his head out of Trudeau's lap and says, well, whatever he said, yeah, me and all my boys vote with him. Excuse me, I got to go back to work here. And his head will disappear under the table again. So it's going to fly. I'm going to make this a two-part video because I've been reading some of this bill and it is frightening. But I'm going to leave that for the next video. This is bad.